Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another One Piece chapter review. Today we'll be talking about chapter 1085. And before we get into that, I would just like to say a quick apology for this video being so late. My reason for that is I've been very busy as of late, and I just don't have time to make videos, simply put. So it's just a bit of a problem. But I will be getting back to that. I've only got a few more exams left to go, and then I'll be back ready making videos. They won't be as like too common because I'd like to change them up a little bit to prioritize quality over quantity. So I'm going to be doing editing and like learning a few more tricks with my editing software. But yeah, aside from that, I'm not going to be making very many videos recently, and for the next like week or two, and I won't be making them with good editing like the last few videos. But nonetheless, let's just get into this video. Chapter 1085. Now, first of all, this chapter cover is beautiful. It just I think it's the most emotional one I've seen yet. Frankie bawling his eyes out while guiding the baby sea turtles to the sea. And I think he's also crushing a crab as well to stop him from getting to the baby sea turtles. And I just, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. It's, it's too good. Frankie saves the baby sea turtles from predators. You know, you could argue he shouldn't get involved with their ecosystem, but you know what I say? I say that the baby sea turtles have been saved, and Frankie's bawling his eyes out, and it's adorable, and I love it. And you know, it's got to be loved. But anyways, let's get on to the actual chapter itself. And this chapter is big, like really big. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't completely understand it. I'll be really honest. I didn't completely understand what was going on in the first half of the chapter. It was like for me, I've got quite a bit of a monkey brain, and I found it a little difficult to comprehend everything that was going on. But from what I can tell, Cobra asked some questions he shouldn't have. I know, bold statement, but Cobra seems to have asked a question that realistically, if he knew he was going to die, I don't know why he would ask this question, but you know, he asked it anyways. And the question he asked is, "What is the meaning of D?" And obviously, Emu gives him an answer because you know he's going to die anyways. Cobra is not leaving this room, so yeah, and all of them know this. Like as soon as Emu walked in the room, that was confidential information. As soon as Emu walked in the room, Cobra was destined to die. Now, I'll be honest, I feel like it's been revealed who Emu is. I feel like that's what this chapter was for. But I'm not still sure if they have been. I feel like maybe I I feel like it kind of hinted towards Emu being a member of the Nefertaris, like an ancient one. But I don't know. I think it's very possible that it might not be. I just think of all the people it could be, I don't want it to be like Lily Nefertari because it's just like we heard about it like a chapter or two ago. It just seems like of all the things, you know, really, man, like I'm alright. Nah, I'd rather it be someone else. Like nothing against Lily Nefertari. It's just we've only just heard of her, and now she might just be one of the most important characters in the entire series. Nah, I'd prefer someone else. I'll be honest. Um, but no, let's move on a little bit. And we, this chapter goes a little bit insane. So obviously, Cobra knows he's marked for death. Sabo's listening in on the conversation, ever so slightly confused. You know, Pangea throne, someone's sitting on it. They shouldn't be doing that because it's the Pangea throne. But you know, but anyways, Cobra's about to die. But I didn't expect what happens next. The like five elder stars, the world elders, or whatever the hell you want to call them, just turn in to monsters. Like all of them look horrific. I've seen them compared to I believe it's called like Where the Wilder People Go or something, a movie like that. I've heard them compared to like whatever the animals were from that. I can't be. I've got to be honest. I think I watched the movie once when I was like 4, but I don't remember much about it. I've heard people compare them to that, but I very much doubt it. For me, I feel like it would probably be. I don't know. I really have no clue because all we see so far is just shadows of them. However, to be fair, um, they kind of, well, from the looks of it, body Sabo, so they have to be at least a little strong. Sabo escapes, but they do a little bit of damage to him because we can see him coughing up blood and looking extremely shocked. This is right after, however, Sabo's given the information that he needs to spread. He needs to tell them that, well, we also bear the D. I'm assuming, well, he means the Nefertari family, but I don't know about that because, not even like a family, not all of them have the name D. Like, it just, like, I don't know. I don't know how it happens because like Luffy isn't from any particular family. I don't know. Maybe he is, but I don't know, man. But yeah, let's actually move on a little bit more to poor Wapple. Wapple has been done in this chapter. I now understand why Wapple V and Vivi are traveling together, but Wapple, if Vivi thinks her life is hard, she has never been through the pain that Wapple has been through now. He was just trying to mind his own business. Finally gets to start up again. Finally gets to start up back anew. But now? But now he's lost everything. He can't make a kingdom. He shared too much. He shared the secrets of the world, which will get him executed. And not good for him. Not to mention, right at the end of this chapter, his wife has a misunderstanding of him cheating on her. Now he's lost his wife. When will it end for this poor, poor man? But no, Wapple has heard too much. Princess Shirahoshi, she and her brothers want to leave, and they never want to bring her back to Marizwa again. Understandable. She tried Celestial Dragons tried kidnapping her twice in one day. Personally, I wouldn't want to go back either. But, yeah, so they're gonna wait a little bit because Shirahoshi wants to stay and say goodbye to her new friend Vivi and whatever the pink head names one is. I don't know, man. Someone like Rebecca. That's the one. I forget her. I don't. She's not entirely too memorable. If she became a Straw Hat, that would have been fun. But then again, she wouldn't have really had a place in the crew, would she? Like Vivi, she could have become a Straw Hat, but what place did she have in the crew? She just kind of showed up and like complained about everything. Like I get it, they're going as fast as they can, but like, come on, man. I just like when people say they want Vivi on the crew, it's just the reason she's not is because she doesn't have a place on the crew. But anyways, Vivi, she's tied to a chair currently. Um, Not so good for her, I would say. But she's been tied to a chair, plays CP0, and they have some very interesting threats. Like, just saying she's probably going to end up the pet of some celestial dragon. Excuse me? Odd threat. Not to mention, seeing as the celestial dragons are currently being battered outside, so I don't know what you mean by that. But yeah. Also, and this is going to be great. You're going to love this. Fujitora, the goat of all admirals, pulls out the most based move you'll ever see. So Fujitora comes back, and he comes back, and he actually, when all of the flippin' slaves were being freed from Marizwa, he goes ahead and helps. So based, and then he gets into a fight with Ryokugyu or Green Bull, and it's just so good. Like, he is a real Marine. He actually cares about justice. I love him so much. He's so incredible. He literally just helped the Revolutionary Army. I love him. He's great. He's my favorite admiral. Actually, is he? I really like Kizaru. He's a scumbag, but he ain't half stylish. Um, but anyways, luckily for Vivi, she's about to get eaten. Now you're probably wondering, why is there Vor in One Piece? Now hear me out. So Wobble comes through the wall, and just so you know, he's biting through the walls, trying to make his escape because he's heard something that he definitely shouldn't have. So he's trying to make his quick escape. He just so happens to bite into the room that Vivi is sitting in, well, tied to a chair in. And, you know, while he's running through, just so happens to swallow her. Well, not quite. She is currently sitting in his gums. He's got a very big mouth, as we remember. So, yeah, Wopple's running away, and Vivi just so happens to be in his mouth. So that's how they ended up traveling together. And as I've stated before, Wopple's wife, her exact quote was, "They're eloping." She must be really upset now because, you know, she was obviously a very caring wife, as she referred to him as Honey Poo. I feel very bad for her, but then again, I understand why Wopple's running away and is kind of not paying attention to anything right now because he heard some information that he really shouldn't have. But you know, come on, man, explain to your wife. She gonna be lonely, man. Um, but no, overall, I love this chapter. I love the fact that Wobble is actually getting an important important role to play. It's stupid. It's so stupid that Wobble, the like one-off villain that just so happened to get like a toy making tycoon, is now on the run for hearing the most secretive information in the world. I love him. I love Wobble. I absolutely, he's just incredible. He's just absolutely incredible that he is now facing certain death because he just so happened to look through a crack in the wall. Overall, this chapter is hilarious. I know it's supposed to be serious, but it's the fact that Wobble with an 8 Vivi. It's beautiful. I love it. It couldn't get better. But anyways, that is the end of chapter 185, 105, 18. What? Okay, let me start again. 1085. I love this chapter. It was so good. And I'm looking forward to the next chapter, which will actually be the last chapter for a whole month, as Oda is, from what I know, going to get eye surgery. Let's hope it goes well for him. But, you know, so the next One Piece chapter review will be the last one for a while, I think. And I'm probably going to post about this somewhere as well. So, for those you don't see it, but I think I'm going to go on a bit of a break as well because I got to finish exams. So I'm going to do the next One Piece chapter review, and then I'm going to be away for a bit. And then when I come back, I've got videos planned. I'm reading Berserk currently, so you can definitely expect a big video on that. I want to learn how to do some pretty good editing because I want this Berserk video to be incredible for you guys. I want it to be like almost an hour long. I want to try and fix how I talk about series because I usually just talk about what happens and very rarely actually talk about what makes it good. So I want to work on that a little. But when I come back for real, I will be making some, I'd say, decent enough videos. So yeah, that is all for today. I hope you have enjoyed, and goodbye, everybody.